Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. I have some very big news for you all, not regarding me, but regarding, well, Spearhead cast I suppose, which is kinda me, and also just the Spearhead mod in general. The Spearhead 2 developed by Dr. Moldy is rebranding. In the near future it is no longer gonna be called Spearhead. They're looking into a new name, and with that I'm gonna have to rename the casts I do for this mod every now and then, so it'll be interesting when we get to that point. But anyway, we have a 4v4 for you all here in the Western Front on Red Ball Express. Let's go through the players. We have a quad US team here. This should be interesting. We have Duke Marmalade as Airborne Company straight at the gates. We have Mortar without a command choice. We have Maverick as Ranger Company. And we have Monstrum without a command choice yet. Within the Axis today, we have Babblegun? Yeah, Babblegun as Mechanisierte Tactics for the Waffen-SS. Panther as the Wehrmacht without a command choice. ADFS as Ostdivision for the Wehrmacht. And B4 Eagle as Panzerdivision for the Wehrmacht. Starting with Pack 46 and medic started again. This is interesting. A lot of fights starting here immediately in the center by looks of it. As the Americans are pushed pretty far up. Looks like the Storm Pioneers might get overrun though by the sheer amount of Americans coming our way. Because Americans can be quite aggressive in 4v4s because of their good medium-range combat capabilities. Using the Storm Pioneers early is definitely not a good sign. Oh, and these Storm Pioneers are not doing well because of their lack of cover here. The heavy cover the Storm Pioneers build is now being used by the Americans. A long firefight here in the center. Americans have quickly rushed to the northern flank. Looks like Monstrum are also going for Ranger. Ranger is a pretty good commander, so not hard to dispute that, I suppose. We have several Ostruppen squads arriving here on the battlefield for the Wehrmacht. And he is doing a pretty good job here at long-range combat, as we usually see. It's gonna be strange when Spearhead gets renamed here in the next few weeks. At least the Spearhead for Company Furious 2, that is. Spearhead 3 is gonna still be in development for Company Furious 3 soon, so the Spearhead cast will return in the form of that, obviously, by then, but the cast here will change to whatever the new name is gonna be. Ooh! Germans are stuck in a very big defensive position here. Wonder what they're planning. The Eagle is sending up a lot of troops here. They're advancing out in the open though, which is never a good thing, but I suppose they can probably manage it. Germans continue a long firefight here with the Americans. So the GP for the United States, no command choice yet for Muro. You can see what happens there. The Waffen-SS is slowly being pushed further and further back by the United States. There's a Kugelwagen here still to support. Wait though on the Mechanisierte Grenadiers, they have to pull back. And that's a net squad. Ooh, it's not looking good for the Waffen-SS here. Pushed very far back. The force is slowly coming up here. Americans are applying a lot of pressure to the Wehrmacht. Still no command choice from Panther. Germans are docking over here with the Panzerdivision. Americans can hold both the field points, which is a pretty big deal, I think. Postman is being mowed down out here in the open. With an MG-34 coming up here for the Wehrmacht. Okay, they get in position fast enough. There's a fragmentation grenade here thrown by the riflemen over there. And if you're start getting some good shots on the Jeep. The Jeep seems to be very resilient. Replacement Storm Pioneers are being called in. Ostruppen are still around. We have Mortars coming in for the Ostdivision. Several machine guns from the United States also coming up now. An American AT gun coming up as well. This is a very interesting 404 map. It's a classic from Company Furious 1, I believe. People really played the Express maps a lot, I think. Red Ball Express, White Ball Express. Ooh, riflemen rushing up here. They might throw a pineapple grenade on that machine gun, and looks like they will. Oh, yeah, the pineapple grenade is pretty damn potent. But there's a sanitator back here. They could set up a medic position to reinforce from. Oh, but good rifle grenade, not rifle grenades, but grenades in general from the United States. The Americans are trying to push up here, but the Germans are trying to dig in with a Pack 36. One arriving here for the Wehrmacht. I'm not sure the Germans can hold this. Yeah, I don't think the Germans can hold this. Ostrup quickly trying to rush up there to hold the line. But the other troops of the Wehrmacht have been pushed back somewhat. Mthis bunker is going up though, so they can reinforce here. Mthis is having trouble here in the forest to the south. Americans laying some mines to prepare for the fact that he might have to pull back at some point. This airborne squad's gonna come onto the field shortly, and we also have a 50 caliber machine gun here. And by the airborne themselves. SEGA squad is on the field. 30 caliber around here for the United States as well. Lots of 30 calibers and machine guns in general for both sides. Ooh, the Wehrmacht in the center though have been suffering heavy losses. Mortar's now engaging. Looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a mortar fight. Fellow Comanches here from Mortar. And those jeeps are lasting for a while, but Pioneers got some good shots there. Fellow Comanches from Pan for either. Both sides are trying to figure out what they want to do. But the US Airborne are digging in firmly in the forest here by this Chateau. Now the Ostruppen keep pushing men to the front line here. The Americans are digging in firmly the best they can. Mortar might get overrun though if the Ostruppen can just keep pushing. The Pack 36 is in trouble because of the 30 caliber. 25th Panzergrenadiers are being prepared here as well. Unique Panzergrenadiers available to Ostdivision. Pack 36 got mowed down. Germans are very much at the back foot, but the Ostruppen are advancing up here. They are being suppressed by the 30 caliber. The American reinforcements surviving. Those Ostruppen are not going to do well in close quarters combat. But that mortar might die to the IC grenade. Yep, looks like it, but they can be recruited. Not an MT-34 arriving. Lots of MT-34s for the center, no MT-42s. Infanterie Hauptquartier going up here for the Waffen-SS. Americans keep digging in with more barbed wire, and reinforced barbed wire actually. Interesting choice. Need to get by some more Pepsi. I've been watching those shorts from that kebab place in Canada, I believe. Pretty funny stuff. Maybe some more kebab at some point. Kebab is pretty good. Been a while since I had some kebab. But my Pepsi. Oh, it's a good Pepsi. Don't forget the Pepsi. You know the reference, you know. Airborne are pushing down here. The aggressive with that 30 caliber, they're also getting a BAR on top of that, so that's a very potent squad with a lot of automatic firepower. Mowing down that squad in seconds. Yeah, the Waffen-SS is not doing pretty good down here. Yeah, I'm going to slowly bring up more troops here for the center. But the Americans have dug in pretty firmly here with the forward headquarters and everything. The 30 caliber machine guns tightening their grip. 5 grenades being shot out though. That's actually a smoke grenade. My bad. And smoke rifle grenades. Oh, so many things are happening. That's looking good, though. That's a lot of automatic firepower coming that way. Germans are ducking somewhat well here, but the Americans are pushing up now through smoke cover. Is that quad? Okay, that's quad 222s with Radpanzer being prepared. Oh god, I don't think the Americans are prepared for this. Oh god, okay. Glad I spotted that. And they're gonna be on the move. Okay, I have not seen this before. Let's see how this turns out. Here come the German forces rolling across the field, and I don't think the Americans are gonna be able to stop this. They have no AT equipment apart from a few rifle grenades. They are getting an AT gun, but it's not gonna be arrived soon enough. Here they come. There's no mines. Oh god. Oh my god, I've never seen this before. I suppose it works. Like, look at that. Completely overran the American front line. Oh god, it's still going, but Aegon is ready again. Pointing here from the other flank to help. But they're just driving in circles around it. Oh, that might be one of the... Oh yeah, one of them is gone. Here's the problem with them, they're in motion. They're not the very most accurate thing when they're in motion. They're doing a lot of work though, despite everything. And now the Germans can't secure the front line here. Even clearing out the AT gun. Like, do not underestimate the potency of the 222, it's pretty reliable. We do have a Sherman coming out here though to counteract it. And well, the Americans are still pushing down here towards the Waffen-SS, but the Waffen-SS do have a half-track now with some flamethrower units inside. Yeah, but it's lacking some AT equipment down here. They do have a 50 caliber here though. Should be able to pierce this thing if it gets close enough. Good rifle grenade there, but he needs to pull back that flamethrower could hit them. 50 caliber is opening up though. Why is it's not really piercing the half-track? Because I think realistically the 50 caliber would pierce this half-track in seconds. The 50 caliber machine gun is pretty ridiculous with its penetration power. But perhaps I'm just wrong. I don't know. And the 50 caliber is not doing damage to this thing. That is really weird. Although, realistically, the 50 caliber should just be tearing through the half track in seconds. Fighting up here continues. We have a Command Panzer II tank here for the Waffen-SS. We're just trying to dig in a little bit further, but Sherman is now here. We're moving up to apply some pressure. We also have a Panzer F1 in the center. Oh, several mortars arriving here for the Americans. 5 mortars for the Americans at the center? What the hell? Okay. Little command choice from Panther and Muru actually. That is a lot of mortars though for the United States. What are they planning with all those mortars? Not for good for the Germans, I suspect. That's only been called here by the lieutenant. Using the tank for cover here alongside the other riflemen. Pack 46 is not having the best job against the Sherman. Also have Rangers arriving here for the United States. Another Sherman arriving as well. Or 25th Panzer has been called in for the Wehrmacht. Ooh, there's nothing to stop the Sherman. The Pack 46 is not going to be enough, and the Shermans are just going to drive forwards. At least a little bit more forward. He was trying to dig in a little bit more of a front line here with a flak gun and everything. That'd be enough. Everyone is trying to drive back for some repairs, but the United States Air Force is on it. That's a 50 caliber machine gun strafe, which is not going to do anything to an F1. Black gun's also operational soon. The 222s also work as AA if you're wondering. Had to use their auto cannons to deal with aircraft. Low flying ones anyway. Ooh, command tank got taken out. By what? A mortar? Did a mortar hit the command tank at the top and kill it? What's that can happen? And those mortars are they being mobile. Buru's moving them around to bomb the fronts. Oh. Mobile mortar platoon. That's very ingenious, actually. Lots of smoke going in. The Americans are doing a big coordinated assault here. Rangers leading the way alongside other riflemen. Followed by an artillery strike as well. On Americans had to fall back though, but the Rangers are still there. Rangers are pretty damn good infantry. That's a Brandflasche on them. There's a lack of cover out here. They're doing the best they can. Lots of smoke being dropped by the United States. More Shermans pushing up. Rangers still doing a pretty good job, all things considered. Because the mortars were planning to move at some point again. The Americans also digging in further in the forest. Mthis is having issues fighting against the Americans down here. They're doing their best. Americans pushing up here again. Pack 36 is being pinned here. We have a Pack 40 back here, which does a lot more work, as you can see. Actually, 2 Pack 40s, my bad. I think that's a Pack 38. Pack 40. It's the same model, though, because you cannot have unique models or imported models in Company of Heroes 2, unfortunately. It's a little bit annoying. Lots of Americans get up here. The mortars also providing a lot of fire. Good support here from Muro. Providing a lot of support with the mortars. Germans might need to have to invest in their own counter mortars again. That's a lot of 81mm rounds going their way. The Americans still probing with their 80 guns and Shermans. Able to just try to push down here, but he got stopped. Brave attempt. The Mthis is gonna move try though. A nice try. Although I'm not sure what that is supposed to mean. But pushing up here and the fields continues with the Shermans pushing forwards. Packs are being suppressed by all the machine gun fire. And now the mortar shells landing as well. With all the mobile mortars there. Just killing the German front line. There's just too much American firepower coming this way. Americans winning with overwhelming firepower, as you can see, which is kind of the Americans' deal. F1 trying to push it through the center now. Looks like Panther's gone for Panzer Division. A bad choice considering Panzer Division is generally pretty good. This F1 is having issues, it has to pull back. The 25th and the Sturm Grenadiers managed to hold off. Well, looks like the Mthis has actually managed to break through down here. Do a lot of damage. Good play from the Mthis. I completely missed this. I apologize. It's the problem with force. I cannot keep an eye on everything. Mthis is preparing to push up again. Before rushing up, Sturmhang is pushing up. I think the airborne might be in trouble. Looks like the Mthis might actually push them back. Great though. Yeah, Rifleman's got down. Like suddenly the battlefield is turning a little bit around, but we have the mobile mortar platoon at that. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9 mortars. What the hell are you doing, Muro? I suppose in the team game it does work, but... What? 9 mortars. And no commanders. Okay. First I get some very unique games. Not that I'm complaining. Definitely seems interesting. Mthis is preparing to push down here. Being called in, but I think the Sturmführer... Oh, it looks like the US Air Force is coming in as well. You can hear them. That is right, they get called in here by the Mthis though. Here comes the US Air Force. 50 caliber strafing run. Only 2 planes to most of it. Such harsh words from the players though. What should they? Sturmgeschütz firing here towards the Sherman. Trying to do its best. Oh, the Stuk is not holding on. There's too many shots going at it. Oh, over penetration. Oh, good job, Stuk. And support from the F1. But the Germans are definitely having issues on other parts of the front. Americans are back here in the forest again. Some lazy guns have been pulled up here for the Wehrmacht. We have an observation Stuk arriving as well. Go and see the front line. Look at all these mortars! Oh god, they're gonna be fine down here, aren't they? Oh yeah, here comes the rain of mortar shells. Oh god, that's horrible. Oh god. Oh my god. F1 hits the tank wreck. The German gets destroyed by a bazooka from the recon rangers. German 76 is being prepared behind us. Sounds like the United States is preparing to attack down here again, pulling some artillery. But the East is positioned to fight for the Waffen here. That 50 caliber is in a pretty good spot up there. The central front of the Germans is not holding up that well. The Americans are pushing again. We also have a jumbo tank here, unique to US Ranger. The most heavily armored vehicle the United States gets access to, by the way. That's a little bit more armored than the Panther. Somehow that FAC-26 still managed to do a little bit of damage. But the jumbo is no joke. This tank is pretty hard to deal with for the Germans. So you're not expecting to have a Sherman with that much armor. German 76 up there. Jumbo lays down a lot of fire. A2 Sherman pushing up. Back 40 miss by the looks of it. One penetrate there. This pack is doing. Panzer is trying to help here. They did get a Panzer rocket here on the jumbo, forcing it back. 50 caliber strafe going in again. Yeah, US Air Force has been quite busy today. Well, the US Air Force is doing a lot of work today. Still more Sturmgeschütz here arriving for the Germans. A good cost-effective unit, I believe. Germans having issues pushing up because of the open ground. Germans can just suppress the infantry. Oh, the Stuk is having issues here. But I could shut down the Sherman. Its armor is better than the Sherman, I believe. Yeah, not by much, though. Remember, in the Spearhead, or whatever it will be called in the future as well, generally the German tanks are not as superior unless you get to the Panther and stuff when it comes to armor rating. So at this point, the Germans surrender. A decent match. I hope you all enjoyed it. I certainly did. And I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Bye-bye!